Hey, it is the updates from the Empire, the coaches show. I get head coach Tom Menas. My name is Jeff Levack. We're live here, Mohawk Chevrolet in Ballston Spa, and of course, we love it here because, well, this is where they take care of our vehicles.
Yeah, mine's in the garage right now getting an oil change.
It's weird because there was a dude in a Camaro that I thought was you at first, but then he like yelled something weird about never seeing a Camaro like his, and I was like, "Yeah, I did." Coach Menas just pulled in. And it looked very similar.
Nope, not me. I quietly entered the bay and came in here. So
yeah, usually you yell way worse things at me than that guy did. So we're here today, and one of the things that we promised everybody was an announcement.
Yes, big announcement.
So I think some people have kind of seen them, but let's officially unveil the official game ball for the 2023 Albany Empire season. Of course, you got the NAL logo. You got the beautiful Albany Empire logo, and then our good friends here at Mohawk Chevrolet are the official ball sponsor. So they're very, very excited, very fired up. This thing is it's nice. We're back to the Baden ball, but it's got
great memories, that ball.
Yeah, and
2021 championship.
They're kind of like fresh out. They're slick. It takes a couple. You got to throw them around the office a little bit, I think.
Well, I think once you get them on the turf and they hit the turf a few times, that little waxy film comes off of them. And it's not like the other balls where you can scrub them and get them roughed up, because rubber, when you scrub rubber, it gets smooth. So you got to be real careful. But no, it's going to be a good football force. And the guys with their gloves, it's tacky and it'll work out great. And I know they're real happy about it.
I love that. Alan Siddeley went right for it. Nice balls, Jeff.
Nice balls, Jeff.
And then also what our friends at Mohawk made it possible for us to do is, promotionally speaking, we now have for the kids, for the children's, the promotional ball. So like
that's my favorite.
Yeah, these things, and the guys were ripping them around here too. So they look just like the game ball. You got the Mohawk logo, you got the Empire logo, you got the NAL logo,
same texture, same everything.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's
and you can rip those things like cash over price. Throw that thing, 2 miles.
Yeah, I don't think you want to use these for promos like contests. They'll actually make those throws through the
field. That's kind of what I was like legitimately we were talking about it. One of the games we started doing is you throw the Nerf ball through the uprights to win a prize.
Right.
And what we decided in the office was we will use these so the game doesn't take so freaking long.
Thank you, Jesus.
So these are the official game balls. These are what you're going to see out there, and of course, like these will be for sale on the concourse. You'll be able to, if you would like to, a kid really wants one, and you get one of the balls in the stands, trade for these, all that stuff. So these are here. We're live at Mohawk Chevrolet, and it's exciting. And they've got a bunch of them here. They're always doing fun stuff up at Mohawk Chevrolet. I'm a little upset though, because the truck in the showroom looks just like my truck. Last time I did a show here, I left with the truck that was in the showroom. So now there's no point. It's the same truck. I was hoping it'd be like something just a little different.
Did good.
I did do good. I like my truck a lot. So Coach, we again, Dave Williams, nice balls. Everybody, Steve Von Schiller loves the balls. Lisa says hi.
If you think you love those balls,
it is weird though, because they don't like one's way bigger than the other. Is that normal? I don't know. So there you go. That's I don't know if that's normal or not.
We're going south quick.
Literally way south. I don't know. This one, I guess this is peanut size, Hal. So there you go. So the balls. We have balls. We got some serious balls here at Mohawk Chevrolet in Ballston Spa. Ballston Spa. We put the ball in Ballston Spa. That's what we do. We have a ball. All right. Let's reclaim some of the fun here into some of the actual conversation. And we are like time frame wise, Coach. Where are we as a team? We're like guys report soon, right?
Guys report Saturday. And what's crazy is we have the bye week, so other teams have reported last Saturday.
Right.
So this thing is already in motion. 2023 is already in motion. So guys report Saturday. We'll check in, get them set up for the camp hotel where we're going to be staying for camp. And then we have a little dinner planned on Sunday, get together with the team, which we do every year. We started establishing that early on, and to make sure that everybody's happy and things are going well. And then Monday, the usual stuff. We'll do the physicals, get equipment distributed, locker assignments. Again, team meetings. We'll go offense, defense. We'll do things like that. And then Tuesday, we're on the field. So exciting.
So a week from today, they're on the field. We're camping.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No pressure. No pressure. I mean, it's one of those like, and I know like you're constantly working, you're tinkering on roster, you're adding, assistant coaches to you and Coach Ware's staff, but it always feels hurry up and wait to me. There's always that like it's never going to get here, it's never going to get here, and then there's now where it's like, oh my God, it's here, like it's here.
Yeah, I mean, you go 8.5 months, roughly 8 months, and all of a sudden, the next day comes up and you're on the field. So, it's great though because Coach Ware and I are so sick of just sitting there and getting me. It was all contracts and doing logistics stuff, and Coach Ware's watching film and we're doing our stuff, and we're just anxious to be on the field. And this week, the coach has been here. Coaches got here Saturday. So we've been in meetings all week, and we'll continue on this week. And it's fun, just X's and O's and just getting all the dynamics of everything done. And we got a lot of new people around us, as all the fans know. Yeah. So that's been a great experience. We've been busy.
Yeah, and it's at our end in the office, the new ideas are refreshing, they're exciting and everything, but they're happening right now. And like everybody who wants to know how dedicated Antonio Brown and Eddie Brown are, they want to move now. They like if they have an idea for an improvement, they don't want to wait. It's not like, well, guys, we did this already. Too bad.
My dad told me one time, he said, people think, good things take time, and they do. But he used to tell me that great things happen really, really quick too.
That's
and
like that.
And I kind of believe this is a great thing, and I think that it's gonna change the future of indoor football. What we're doing, I think we're setting. We always thought we had the bar set pretty high,
right,
here in Albany, and Mike's done a great job doing all the heavy lifting by himself. But now Eddie and Antonio, as part of the Empire family officially, there's, our bar is self-inflicted extremely high of what we're going to do. No one's expecting more than what they expect out of us all the time. Just when you're three-peat and you're doing what you're supposed to do if you live here, right?
Yep.
But it's the other stuff that goes with it. It's the showmanship, it's the games, it's the fan interaction, it's the entertainment. You got two living legends that played this, obviously Antonio, his NFL career and everything he accomplished, Eddie, everything he accomplished in arena football. But then you got guys like, Brandon Cisse, Darius Prince, and you got those guys in the Hollises. And so we have the new legends. We've got the Hallmark legends, and you don't get that when you go to an indoor football game,
right?
Normally, right?
Which is weird because you've been around the game,
right,
a long time. The stars used to come to the game.
Oh my God! In Tampa, we used to have the WWE was at every game. The New York Yankees were at every game when they were in town because we had relationships with them. And the wrestlers used to love and come watch football. And we used to go watch the wrestlers. And then the same thing was true. The Yankees had their spring training in Tampa. So I remember going to a spring training game and sitting with Mr. Steinbrenner. So, I mean, it was crazy. And then you'd see him at a game with the owner of the Tampa Bay Storm. Well, so it was fun back then. And then all the other celebrities, the Bon Jovis, the this, the that, but not true football guys like Antonio Brown and Eddie Brown.
See, okay, that's what I was going to ask you is you were there, you were experiencing the game. You might have been, I don't know if you were in Canada or not, when like Kiss owns a team, Bon Jovi owns a team.
Yep.
Like everybody, it became like almost an ego mission to own an arena
guy
football
who's
team.
Married to Faith Hill?
Tim McGraw.
He owned Nashville Cats.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But like again, they were non-football stars.
Yeah. I knew Faith Hill. I didn't know him.
Okay. What's to say that I knew the other way around?
Yeah.
But like now you got like football guys coming back into the fold, and AB keeps using the word legacy. It's a legacy thing. His father was a part of the indoor game. Now he wants to be a part of the indoor game. He wants his kids to see where their grandfather played. So you get football guys coming in and taking over football.
I told Mike, I said, Mike had called me when this was all going down, and I said I couldn't be happier because finally I got football guys around me again. It's great when you have true football people that understand, hey, this is what you need to win. This is what you need to be good. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do for the fans. They know all aspects of professional football because you've been in it so long that you've seen every level, right? And when you surround yourself with those people, they're going to make you better. Right. They're going to make you better. So we're excited about the football side of it.
Absolutely.
From the football side of it, right, as well as the front office side of it. But from the football side of it, we're very grateful.
I wonder if we can drag one of those guys over here. I see him. He's talking to Darius right now. Like, we're here at Mohawk Chevrolet.
I bet you I can do this. Watch.
You think you can do it?
Watch.
Yeah.
Eddie, come on over.
Look, so easy. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. So he's the VP. He's the VP, and he's still coachable. I love it.
Sit down.
Touchdown,
here.
Eddie Brown.
Grab a headset.
It's we've got a headset for you right there.
Come on in here,
champ. Eddie. We got to. So we're over here. We're talking about a couple different things, and one of the things that we were just getting into, like what it's like to have football guys. Oh no! Here, hold on. There you go. There, better. There you go. What it's like to have football guys in the lead roles now, to have your son who's a football guy be a part owner, to have you who's a football guy VP. What, like, you were there when the Bon Jovis were coming in and all that stuff. They weren't really like football guys though, right?
No, they weren't football guys, but they were great ambassadors of the league. So they pushed the league through their platform that stretched way beyond we can imagine. And I think that's what my son is doing right now. He's using his platform to put not just the Empire, but Albany.
It's funny you say that, Eddie, because I had a talk with the commissioner this morning, and we were talking about some football stuff I had to take care of. And I said, he asked me, how's it going up there? And I said, well, you realize he's not just driving Albany Empire. He's driving the city of Albany, but he's also driving the NAL. The entire league is now, because like I said, you're moving the bar up.
Right. He's
and
been an ambassador.
Right.
For the league, for the community, for the Empire.
Right.
It's more or less MAGA. Make Albany great again.
I like that. You're careful though. Everybody's gonna think, oh God, here we go. You got the political thing going. You don't mind making waves though. You don't mind making waves.
As long as it's not a red hat.
It won't be my first, won't be my last.
Touchdown Eddie Brown with us, Coach Menas, Jeff Levack. We're at Mohawk Chevrolet. How's this ball stack up? This is going to be this year's official game ball. How's this stack up to what you're used to playing with? It's brand new. I just took it out of the case. It's a little slick, but what do you think of the Baden NAL ball?
I mean, I'm a huge fan of the NAL ball and anything the NAL does. I'm a huge fan of them. So right now, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going with. So this is the best ball ever.
I say now, I've had a couple of these things out and about. And they get grippy real quick. Like that initial comes off and they get grippy. Like Coach was saying, toss around the turf a little bit and they're grippy. That ball, how many a year? How many a year for touchdown Eddie Brown? How many times you catching that in the end zone?
Every time the quarterback throw it to me.
30? 35?
What's the most touchdowns you had in a year?
52.
Wow. How many games was that?
We only played 14.
Good for you, man. That's beautiful.
That's
freaking beautiful. Hey, hook you up?
I had some.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what? That may be a possibility if we get 15,000 in the stand.
We get 15,000. You heard it here.
I'll be in a dunk tank. You'll be on the field.
15,000.
Don't promise me if you're going to break my heart.
15,000. I put those shoulder pads on.
All right. 518-714-2200. Ticketmaster, Albany Empire, NAL.com. Get your tickets now. Touchdown Eddie Brown. It says he'll dust off the shoulder pads and get back out there for us.
Oh, that's awesome. That's funny. That's good. Well, not funny. It's funny good because I think these people are going to buy 15,000 tickets now to see you play.
They should.
Yeah, I think so,
you
too.
See, they should.
I just got to let you know.
Can you see him and Prince?
Oh, my God.
Okay, wait a minute. Who's getting high motion?
We changed the rule because he's the man, I'm the man. But you got to realize there's another guy that bigger than we are.
I know.
AB, what are you gonna do with him?
Well, how many seats we got to sell to get AB out there?
We got to talk to him about that.
Yeah,
we might have to take the ceiling off at that.
Do you remember? Do you remember after President Scott called you when we were talking? I said, "Hey, what do you think about? You
Yes.
guys are like, no, it's, hey.
You know what?
I love it.
Hey, we got to put an incentive on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just can't come just to come.
Yeah. You don't want to give it away.
Yes.
One of our guys, Ferry and Tony, I'll give him some cleats. Like he wants you out there. He wants to see the legend run. That was, I remember years ago when I was doing the radio gig, I think it was like 2018. You came on my show and I asked you, like, balls in the air, quarterback's got a choice. Who's going to be more open, you or your son? And I'm pretty sure you said something to the effect of you'd push him over if it meant you were catching that touchdown.
Oh yeah, there's no, when it comes to catching a touchdown, there's no friends, family, son, dad, mom. If my mom was there, I was gonna push her down to get that touchdown.
Right. That's what she gets for playing coverage, man.
Right. She shouldn't have been there.
And what's funny is I told you I was talking to the commissioner earlier, and he got to see Antonio at practice in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Okay. He saw a live practice, working out and running around, and he's a huge fan of AB and his route running skills. Right. And he said, you know what, coach? And I don't mean this as an insult, because he's one of the purest pass route guys in the NFL ever. But it's almost like he was built for arena football, because he writes such tight routes, right? And the way he reads defenses and the way he, like this guy over here, Darius, the way he moves his hips and he can get a guy. Right. We were talking about safeties yesterday. And again, that wasn't an insult in any way to his NFL career. Fantastic. But could you imagine, right?
I can imagine. But the thing I would say about that is, when he was young, he ran those routes on that arena field when I was playing.
See, there you go.
So now the precision, the preciseness came because you was on the smaller field.
Right.
So getting in and out of those cuts with precision.
So that's
very easy because you was on the smaller field.
But see, that's a great way of putting it. So when we have young guys and they're always saying, I'm looking for the opportunity to go to the league. I'm going for an opportunity to look for the league. What a better way to put it. No better way to put it than that. Perfect your craft here.
Yes.
And then take it to the next level. If that's your goal.
That's your goal.
Or you can make a great life in indoor football too.
And you know what I used to say all the time, Coach, because when I came here, that's what everyone would say.
Sure.
I'm trying to go back to the NFL. You know what my mentality was? Make this your NFL.
There you go.
Because if you do that, you're going to give everything you have here.
Right.
Because you're not looking and seeking to go somewhere else.
Right.
So you're 100%, your mentality, your everything going to be right here, which takes your focus, your production, your drive, everything you're doing to a whole nother place, because you're all in. It's a difference in having 60% over here and I got the other 40 because I want to go back to the NFL. So where are you giving 100% to? You're not, because you're not mentally
bought in. Right. And that's exactly.
That's why we all loved him.
Yeah.
That's why we all packed the arena.
Exactly. And we've all talked about that as coaches to players. I get players call me and they'll say, well, I just want the opportunity to get better. And I said, I want to make one thing clear. I make you no promises of where you go from here. And while you're here, my only function is to, if you take whatever opportunities you gain here and do it elsewhere later, great. But the only reason I want you is to win championships. So I want you 100% dialed in when you're here.
Right.
And then if great things happen to you, God bless you.
Right.
But your number one function when you step foot, those kids come in on Saturday, is to win the 2023 championship and 3-peat this year. That's it. That's the only goal you should have. And if that's not your true goal, you're right. You're giving 60, 40, 70, 30. Right. So see, this is why it's so great to have football guys here, that understand and, that really understand what these kids are going through. Talk about great mentorship that Eddie and his son bring to the table. That's what we're trying to accomplish on the football side,
right?
Not the other side. On the football side, create mentorship for these young men. So,
and the one thing I used to always look at is, you have all those the kids now. They play those video games.
Yep.
So when I used to coach, I used to tell them, visualize yourself being on that game.
Okay.
Instead of playing that game. All right.
Right.
So now, when our boys coming in now, one of our points is, You're playing the game, visualizing you owning the team. You know what I mean? So now that takes the mind to a whole different place.
Well, like also, every list of the great arena football players, you're either 1 or 2. You're never lower than 2. You're usually 1.
I should be 2.
You should be 2?
I should not be 2.
Okay, I was gonna say.
If I am, somebody robbed me.
Well, and again, some of those lists look like they come from the South a little bit, like maybe a little closer to Florida area, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, it's funny.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, so we all talk about it's come out. Eddie, I've been down to ask you this. So it's come out. The AFL's coming back. Blah blah blah. They said this, and they had a press release, and we're gonna have 16 teams in 2024, and they were looking to get traction. You're the traction killer. You came to the NAL,
right?
And so now I think they're calling a guy named Barry,
right,
and saying, "Hey, you want to be the face?"
Right.
Hey, well, you go ahead and be the face because I will tell you one thing about it. Albany is the best market for indoor football.
Great.
If you want to be part, this is where you need to be at. Yeah. So all them other leads, they need to come to us. We're the example. We set the tone. Be who it is.
Do you want to know how? Like,
thank you, God.
Listen, I don't want to. I won't say anything negative about the other guy, but I will say that every time I've ever been around Touchdown Eddie Brown, I've never had to tell anybody who Touchdown Eddie Brown was. Somebody will walk up, Eddie, TD, like it's instant. The other individual, I was at a game down there, and he was telling everybody who he was.
Right.
I think that kind of tells you who the bigger name is.
Right.
If I don't have to say my name and you know my name, I'm the bigger name.
Well, it's I will just tell you from personal experience. I've gotten we've known each other a brief time, really enjoyed it. But in this short span that we've been together, since I've physically been on the ground back here, it's like watching. It's the craziest thing. We'll go someplace and there'll be 3,000 people in an arena, and all of a sudden 2,800 of them around these two.
Yeah.
And then he'll go and walk this way, and he'll walk this way for a second, and it's like 1,200 go with him, 1,200 go with him. And it's I just stand back and go, yeah. Those are my owners.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's great.
I'm just I'm from a parent point of view, I'm just so proud of my son.
Yeah, how could you not?
I'm proud of AB and the way he's come here and been personable, taking pictures. You know what? He yelled at me because I told him we had to go. And he said, "No, Dad, there's another kid right there. I need to take a picture with him." So
that's
he
so
actually
true.
stopped. And it's just so admirable of him. And I'm just so proud to seeing all the positive things he's been doing here in Albany. I could tell you in the weekend that he's been here, he has not told anyone no to a picture, an autograph.
He's made me nervous with it.
He went and sat with at one of the Patroons game. At the Patroons game, he went and sat with the veteran guy, one of our vets.
Yep.
The honored vet that we had at the game, went and sat with him and his family.
That's awesome.
Talk with him. So I just want, I'm very proud of him and what he's doing. He's committed. You know what I mean? His thing now that he told me I got to push MAGA, make Albany great again.
Well, and I've tried to explain to people. So like the way this thing came together, your highlight film goes up, he shares it. We start talking to him online. We don't realize it's him. We think it's his people. We send Mike's number. He calls. He's got this glow when he talks about Albany.
Right.
That I was like, it was like your greatest summer vacation, your whatever. Like every time you think of that place, that moment, you glow, you get excited. He's got that vibe when he talks about Albany.
And I have that same vibe as well. When you come from Liberty City, where we come from, right, and being able to come to,
I'm sorry, where's Liberty City? I don't know.
It's in Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida.
I come from Miami, Florida. In the rough areas.
Yeah, it's tough, but great athletes, man.
Great athletes, best athletes in the world.
Yeah.
But when you get away from that, and we came to Albany and we saw a different life, we learned a different way. We learned a better way. We learned hospitality. We learned respect. We learned a lot of things that we took for granted, that we were taught, but we just took it for granted. But coming up here with the people that we met, especially myself, and when he was a kid, some of those friends came over to the arena the other day, and they remembered each other from when they were in class together. You know, they was telling stories about that then. So it's just those times when you know your life changed.
Yep.
Came here for me in Albany, and then for my son when he came here. So this is our way of giving back to the community and let the community know, hey, you know what? Thank y'all. We appreciate that.
It's fun to watch. It's certainly fun to watch.
Oh, that's beautiful. I told Antonio the first time I talked to him, I said, what a blessing. I said, I'm just speaking as a father like you. And I said, when you can do something like this with your son.
Oh, my God.
Miracles, man.
Coach, I can't.
I know. And that's the real blessing.
Hey, after they win the three-peat, if God called me to come to heaven, I'm ready.
You know,
you and me both, buddy.
I don't want to get in trouble, but you're both liars because I know damn well 5 seconds after that trophy goes up. All right, how do we get 4?
Yeah, we gotta get another one. That wasn't good enough.
I'll be drinking beers in the locker room if you need me.
How do we get 4? I know that's gonna be like the next question.
Eddie, you're gonna you know this, but the expectation level of the fan base we've spoiled so well here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like anybody I meet, they go, 3-peat, how you doing? You know, it's
right.
Like,
really? Well, you know what? I think they're gonna spoil us this year by packing the arena.
I hope so.
Coming in there, doing a great job. We're gonna try to open up downtown again. Have the booming blasting block parties. Have the booming block parties. Get all that going again. Get the businesses down there back open past 3:00, so they can make some money. We can generate some revenue for the businesses down there.
Love it.
That's what we're here for.
Right. Love it. I
bring that kind of excitement. Hey, MAGA, baby.
I love it. I love it. Touchdown.
We gotta get hats made.
They're in the process already.
All right.
They're not going to be red. They're going to be orange.
I was going to say with blue letters.
Yes,
I like it. I like it.
I love it.
7.5.
I'll wear mine.
7.5.
Love it. We are just before we let you go see the beautiful misses and everything, because we're going to harass Darius and Brandon as well. We're about to start camp. Guys report this weekend coming up. A week from today, coach is going to have them on the field. What was Firebirds camp like?
It was very intense. I mean, we were very competitive because we had our goal in mind and we stated. You know what I mean? So if you didn't come in shape and ready to go, I don't know what came out of my mouth towards you. You know what I mean? But I wasn't calling you.
So you were like
God.
You were so you were doing the Jordan roll. Like, you better be ready. Don't go in the training room. Get in, get out here, get running, get moving.
Yeah, but not in those exact words.
Right.
But the message got across.
Right.
You got to realize I played with Derek Stingley. He was our defensive captain.
Yeah.
I took care of the offense. He took care of the defense. You know what I mean? But we set expectations, so everyone knew what those expectations were. You know what I mean? You can get the cold shoulder in our locker room real quick for not being prepared, not being in shape.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not making your sprints when we do make sprints. Like, it's just a pride that you take that makes you great.
Yeah.
As an individual. And it's the pride that you take as a unit to meet the expectations of what has been set for the unit. And what was set for our unit is you report your butt on time and you report your butt in shape. If you didn't, you probably didn't get called your name if somebody spoke to you anytime soon.
Right. I love it. Touchdown, Eddie Brown, here at Mohawk Chevrolet in Ballston Spa. The balls are revealed, and just the VP's here. I like it.
We got to call Siegfried because I was going to talk to you about this, Coach, but I might as well put it out there right now.
Oh.
By me being the face of the NAL, I think you should name the championship trophy after me.
I don't hate it.
Commissioner, I know you're listening because you watch the show.
Since the other guy that's sometimes 1 and sometimes 2, since he's become the face of the other league.
Well, and Eddie, we have
and so many of those things are going to be in Albany anyway. We might as well.
Might as well go ahead and name it after me.
And we have so many great things planned with Eddie this year, and also with Antonio. I talked to Antonio. I said, "So Antonio, tell me what games you're coming." He goes, "I'll be at every game."
Yeah.
And I went, "Okay. Great.
Right. It's a commitment.
It is a commitment.
It's a commitment.
And that's the thing. This isn't for show. Right. Everybody should know that, right?
It's not,
why don't you say that one more time?
It's not a show. It's a commitment. I would tell you this. Albany is a big family-oriented place.
Yep.
This is our family business.
Love it.
All right?
Yep.
So it makes it a different ball game when it's the family associated. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's something
I love that.
It's something Coach and Mike Corda have said from the beginning, like, we're going to win the championships and then they'll come. Well, we didn't know they were going to be you and Antonio. And now that brings everybody else. So here we go.
And we got to get everybody out and get them back, coming to the games, getting it back, making a family tradition. Right. Like I tell people all the time now, the kids that came to watch me play are now the parents.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did I say last night? I said we have millennials.
Yes.
And we have Gen X's.
Yes.
So we have the Gen X's that watched Eddie play.
Right.
And we got the millennials that appreciate Antonio and our game now. And here's the thing, it is multi-generational.
Yes.
Because arena football has been around over 35, 40 years now, right? So some type of arena football. And in that time frame, they've got to see legends like yourself.
Exactly.
But I'm thinking the Kurt Warners and the Garcias and the Grudens and the, when you hear some of these names, you go, they were in arena football?
Yes.
Right? So all that coming in, and I want the next generation to say, the little ones now are going to say that about the Princes and the Cisse's and the Hollises and the Cashnovas and all those guys. And that's how the keyword was sustainability.
Sustainability.
Right. So we have sustainability, multi-generational sustainability here in Albany.
Right.
And the capital region. And thank God for the Brown family. I'm serious. Thank you. We're so glad to have you. Jeff, did you have anything else for?
No, I'm just excited. Like, I've got that. I'm uncomfortable because there's so much new to learn, and that's a good kind of uncomfortable.
Right.
You get comfortable, you get stationary. So now with you and AB, like, AB's got a way of doing things. Like I've been a big name in a small pond. He's a big name in the ocean. So now I get to learn how the ocean works.
And his mind never stopped thinking. He's always creative. Always, we got to make it better. It has to be the best.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or it's not good enough. So he's wrecking his brain, getting other people to help, getting around us, to make the Empire the best, not just on the field, but off the field, and our representation in the community, and you name it.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's a good kind of uncomfortable. Touchdown, Eddie Brown, sir. Thank you for making time.
No problem.
And we're gonna be doing this a lot this week. We're hanging out a lot this week. We're hanging out a lot. You're gonna get sick of me.
No, I never get sick of you. I love it. I mean, anything we can bring in the community, I think is top priority. Number one priority.
Great. Absolutely. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you guys. Keep doing the great work.
If you're close to Mohawk Chevrolet, come by, say hello to Touchdown Eddie Brown
I need to call you
and his beautiful wife.
Back tomorrow because we're going to meet here and sit down and do some football stuff.
All right,
have some fun for a change.
The coach corners him. Now we got it's cool because we also got the big fellas over here too.
Big fellas.
There's only one guy who's had the longevity, the drive, the, dare I say, craziness.
Watch how I shrink here.
To be here, right? to be here for all of it, like from 18 on. Like I remember meeting Brandon Cisse. They bring him to the studio when I was doing the old radio show, and I saw the Texas Tech connection. I'm like, well, that's perfect for this industry because the defense is always on the field because the offense either scores or gives the ball away in about 3 plays.
Right.
And you've been here ever since. What's it been like for you to see, like, just kind of the transition of what the team was to where we are now?
Oh man, one thing I could think of is that evolution is real. Where it started and where it's about to head is it's tremendous, man. I'm very blessed to be a part of something so special. Coach dealing with me every day.
Some people heard this story before, but in 2021, I hadn't met Brandon yet. And he was coming down the corridor back by the security bay, remember? And I'm walking the other way, and I just see the sun go away. And he gets closer, and I'm watching again. He gets a little closer, and I saw, and I go, "Come here." Didn't I?
Absolutely.
And I said, "Thank you for coming." And I was probably an uncomfortable hug. We'll say.
I remember it was a draft party in 2021 before we knew who was going to be on the team publicly, and he's there. And I'm like, I'm on the air. I'm like, are you coming back? He's
we're not talking about that yet.
I'm like, no, I gotta do it. I gotta keep going.
Have you mentioned that he is the only Empire player to win and play every season and win a championship, right?
He's won. The only one was 18.
Yeah.
But it was 18.
18 didn't win. 19, 21,
but he
22.
played.
Yeah.
No,
He's the only guy who's
Absolutely.
ever.
But anytime the Empire won a championship, he's gotten a ring.
Correct.
Yeah,
Anytime the
absolutely.
Empire's been on the field,
Yeah.
that season,
Bless,
he's been
man.
here.
Bless.
It's
So you know how this is going to go, right?
what?
So here's how it's going to go.
All
So
right.
he's going to have a hell of a year. He's going to be fantastic. He's going to kill people. He's going to make things happen. And then I got to give him a coaching job, for God's sake, because I can't let him ever leave. You know that. Right?
I mean, I'm just
and if
saying,
not next year, the year after, or the year after that, depending on how long we need him. But
Yeah,
it's funny because these are the kind of guys you want to keep in the fold,
100%.
and you want to keep around you. And one, they make you feel good every day when you see them. Right. And I always say, if you don't have people like that around you, you don't want to come to work.
That's absolutely right.
Right. And then the other side of it is, I think we text each other probably once about every 2 weeks in the off season, and it's always ends with love you too, coach. And it's always that way. And when you have that relationship after 2 seasons, you can't wait for the third and the fourth.
Yeah.
All that. So,
well, and it's the weirdest thing, because like you said, you see Brandon Cisse on the field, and you're throwing dudes my size or bigger, and then you're like, there's an intimidation factor, and it takes 2 seconds to talking to you. Like, if you ever want to have one of the craziest X and O conversations in your life, just talk to Brandon about.
No.
What?
No, I hate doing that with him. No.
What? Come on.
Do you know what here's
yeah.
how his meetings go. All right, coach, I'm going to show you what we need to do. I'm going to be here. This guy's going to be here. This guy's going to be here. I'm going to kill this guy. And after I run him over, I'm going to go kill this guy. Then when I get done with that, I'm going to talk crap to the crowd. And then I'm going to get a 5-yard penalty. And then I'm going to come back and kill that guy. Tell me I'm not right. So it's great though. So hey, I got a couple questions for you that I know people would love to hear. You've had a storied career. You're a legend here in Albany. In indoor football in general, you're a legend in what you've accomplished, things you've done. What would you say it's like now and I'm not saying you're in the end of your career, but you're in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. That's a fair statement.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, fourth quarter could last a couple minutes or, whatever.
Exactly.
Right. But you're in that period of your time. What do you think for these young guys coming into camp? We've been talking about camp. What should your expectations be? What should their work ethic be? What should, anything you want to talk about?
I would say the first thing, and I always say it every year when we get started, is that, camaraderie and gelling up is always the key. Understanding your focus, like we always do. Like that's what we do. We sacrifice all the time. We live in our families. We're trying to strive for greatness, and it's time to lock in. And what I would say is just come in open-minded, ready to buy in. And then everybody buys in, you win. That's definitely a key. And just understand that.
Was there a better family than what we had last year as a team?
Man,
was that crazy?
That's what we built on, man. That's what's so great.
I know. I try to explain that to people, is that we created this family atmosphere, came out of this group of guys that never met each other before. Some had known each other, played with, but mostly new guys together. And this was the tightest group I've ever been around in all my years of coaching.
Yeah,
that cared so much. And I said it on your show. I said, I don't care if I just want them to win a ring this year. Because I want them to have relationships for 25 years, 30 years.
That's us, man. We're all brothers, man. So, and it's always great because, it's football. So, tempers flare, the situations happen in the game, but we always mild manner because everybody loves each other. Everybody understands.
Now, that being said, I had the new coaches in yesterday and we watched the championship game.
Oh, yeah.
I challenge you to watch the coin toss and tell me if you've never seen that on the WWE.
Oh man,
what'd you do?
You're in the coin toss?
Well,
who were you John with? Who was that? Was that Ings?
No, it wasn't Ings. I think it was their DB that had just came in. I guess this guy was from Miami, but it was just it was just the fact that we knew we put the work in. It was like this. No, we're not letting this happen.
Yeah, they're talking smack, and this guy, he is, and Darius was trying to get in front of him.
Yeah,
that's
Darius was just trying to all right, B, hold on, we're gonna let you look soon. Hold on, let's get this done first. So,
which I've never understood that. Like you don't tug on Superman's cape. Like, why of all the dudes on our
Kick the
squad?
bear, right?
Right,
Like,
like,
yeah, don't wake up a sleeping bear. Yeah,
Right. Like two of the nicest guys in the world outside the white lines, Brandon Cisse, Cornelius Lewis.
Yeah.
Two dudes that I would never want to stand across from inside the white lines.
Oh yeah,
Brandon Cisse, Cornelius Lewis. And they were always the guys that people like went after. Every time.
it is what it is, man.
It's obviously we're not doing an IQ test on these opposing teams. It's just not like it's just not smart.
Yeah.
Well, he is you know, there's a switch that gets flipped.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
Why don't you talk about that for the younger kids watching and
yeah, well, that's just about being a professional, and that's what I always tell the young kids that I work with every day. You know, it's a time and place for everything, right? So for us, it's like, okay, now it's time to work. So when we get to work, hey, let's put it all into it. You should be able to walk out of there and not be exhausted mentally, physically, you know, and you know, and then again, once we're done, then hey, man, we all human. We all love each other, so it's all good. It's kind of like sparring, you know.
there you go.
Like, yeah, you spar, and then if you know, after that, we go
Time and place.
Exactly.
Yeah, time and
we eat
place.
food, we
He
chill.
wants to spar you, rip your head off your shoulders. No, I'm just,
Iron sharpens iron, I would say.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so,
yeah. I mean, well,
that's
it's
what
and I
love about
wanted
it.
I wanted to bring up, you said like you knew you were ready in the championship game. So like one thing I've always liked about like watching the coaching that comes out of this regime under Coach Menas
Absolutely.
is there's a point in the season where if you guys are all rowing the boat in the same direction, he kind of takes his foot off the gas a little bit, especially in practice, so you can get healthy, get healed up.
we practice smart, I think.
Yeah.
No, it is about earning that trust as well. I mean, obviously we've been together for a while, but it's just still about doing our same. You know, we're routine, like you just said. And then that's what we stand on. And once he feels that we're ready to, you know.
Yeah,
go.
we have this thing,
Yeah.
you know, we say Mondays, well, we'll say Tuesdays. Tuesdays we work real hard. Wednesdays we work real hard. Thursdays we back off a lot. Friday our walkthrough is probably comical. We have the 11-minute
mental-
walkthrough.
But
Didn't
that's
you
when we
do it in a
go
hotel
crazy with
parking
our
lot one
mental
week?
game.
So what we
We
do
did it
is
in a hotel parking lot one week, right?
no.
I thought we did.
No.
I thought we did.
But what we do is we get the guys to get to the arena so they can be around each other. We do our thing, and then we just say, okay, one offensive play, one defensive play,
Absolutely.
kickoff team, kick return team, and we do all that just so we're there 10, 15 minutes tops,
Work's been put in,
right?
yeah.
But what happens after that is the magic.
Right.
And what happens after that is getting your haircut today? Yeah, let's go get our
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah.
Hey, you going to the
There you
movie? Let's go to the movie. Hey, you
Yeah.
going here? You going there? Hay's in the barn, man. You ain't going to become
There
a
you
better
go.
football player
There you go.
on
Yeah.
Friday.
There you go.
Okay, for
Absolutely.
Saturday. So
Absolutely.
go enjoy your brothers and go be
Right.
with your brothers that you're going to war with tomorrow and build that, because believe me, you can quit on family. You ain't going to quit on your teammate, your brother.
Well-
You're not going to quit on him because he's got your back, you got his back. And
to-
bullets are flying.
Well, to the point, we were back to the traditional NAL schedule last season. There's a bye week, then there's the week of prep for the championship game.
Right.
The bye week was supposed to be shut down. I don't even think you're allowed to throw a practice if you wanted to.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can? All right.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could. Because they turned the AC off in the arena because they didn't think we would use the
We
field.
practiced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's how they
called.
like
Well,
it.
he called out the big
Oh,
fellas.
he called the running practice.
Yeah.
For just them. Yeah.
and it was like, and it like I started running water out because here's all the big fellas running, doing serpents up and down the field.
Yeah.
There's no AC in the building.
Hey, you know what it was? It was just about, and that goes, and kudos to all the guys that did buy into it. I mean, like I said, those are my brothers.
14 of them coming
Yeah.
back.
I can't wait to see them. I'm so excited. I mean, I can't wait. But yeah, that's what we were definitely focused. We wanted this. We want it now. We need it. You know, it's a difference between, you know, all right, we're gonna go through the motions, or we can go out and be arrogant or whatever like that. No, stay humble and stay hungry, man. And
But we
I think that
never,
definitely paid off.
we as a unit never thought we weren't going to win the championship.
Right.
Which was funny because everyone else started second guessing us and we never changed our mindset. I said, you know, we're just coming off that third game thing. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden he comes over with the tagline of the year. We didn't have a losing streak. We had a learning streak.
That's
I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was his.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And then we come off of that and we don't lose again. Championship. We're done. Right.
Absolutely.
So, but in that process, you have no idea the emotions that went through this football team because it wasn't from anybody else but us. We self-inflicted the challenge of making this happen, but we
Absolutely.
never use the word loss.
Never.
Right.
We were up 37-7 at halftime, and we were in the locker room. We go 0-0, boys.
Yep. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Give it all, man.
And that was our
that's
mentality all year. Is that now that game we wanted to embarrass them.
Right. That was the best
There's
defensive
no
performance in a championship game.
Yeah, it was definitely on the list. Definitely.
That was the best defensive performance in
well,
and
they say in the history of all indoor football championship games that may have been the greatest performance. So
defensively speaking, that was insane.
Yeah, man. Although everybody worked hard, man, and it was just
we say that. Meanwhile, Darius catch touchdowns over the wall.
Oh yeah, he's going. He did that work in, man.
Right.
You know, that's
Balls
a silent
bouncing off
assassin. I call
walls
him a
and
silent assassin. I know you guys see him on Saturday nights, and he's always in the end zone. But that guy is definitely a worker, man. I mean,
sure,
he works hard, man. He motivates me every day.
He's done a nut job too. Let's be clear. I mean, he's a different dude inside the white lines too.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a safety playing receiver, man.
Yes, right.
Okay, so a lot of people wonder and I'm going to ask him when he comes on, but it was funny because I'm got these coaches never saw some of this stuff, the nuances of the game. So we're watching the YouTube version so they can see the flow of the game. So Darius, the ball bounced on the wall. He catches the ball over the wall, blah, blah, blah. And who has the biggest balls? And I know he's watching the show. Resignalo says something to Prince. And that was the end of the end.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yes.
Because as he's walking by, Prince didn't say anything. And you see Resinalo's lips move, and Darius flips around, goes nose to nose with him. Yeah. And I said, I think he was saying that. I go, we won.
That's always the thing, too, is like you see these people who think they can muscle him. And so again, I don't understand the IQ or lack thereof of the IQ. I'm gonna push Shisei. I'm gonna piss off Prince. Give me one more ingredient towards a loss because there's two.
That's why we won 2 in a row. We'll just leave it at that.
There you go.
So, anything else, Brandon? Anything you wanted to add or say to the
just
people?
excited about everything.
Actually, 518 Foundation.
Yes,
Brandon's been a huge part of getting this thing up and running.
Yeah, I was about to get into that. So I'm just so eager to see the fans and the community come out. It's always been an amazing thing, and just keep this thing going and keep growing and growing and growing, man. You know, it's just been an impact in the community. That's one of my main focuses, and I'm excited to get around the kids and have fun, and win another championship. I mean, that's where mine's at.
Squash the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, kids are soft these days.
Well, so I'm happy about doing that.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the 518 Foundation. Brandon Sisay has been a big part of getting it going, and he'll come by and talk to the kids in the class.
So we got Make Albany Great Again.
Yeah,
and we've got the 518 Foundation.
There we go.
I mean, life's good.
Yeah.
Life's good.
It's good. I keep getting better. If you're not getting better, getting worse.
Right.
It's a huge deal, man, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
You, man.
Thank you. Sid. Appreciate
one of my favorite people on the planet. Sisay, don't forget tomorrow, 11 a.m. You're gonna be lifting weights with some Special Olympics athletes.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get showed up. You know,
that's what I told Darius about it. He goes, Brandon can do that. There goes Brandon Sisay.
Thanks, buddy.
The 2023 Albany Empire season is getting very, very close. It's brought to you by TransFinder. We're live at Mohawk Chevrolet in Ballston Spa. I keep wanting to say Clifton Park because that's where it was originally, but it's in Ballston Spa.
Yeah, get it right.
And man, so far so fun as we've had touchdown Eddie Brown, we've had Brandon Sisay,
the man, the legend.
Yes, and now the person who the only thing I think he's better at than catching footballs is busting them. It is
that's pretty good actually. You gotta get shirts made.
The GOAT himself, Darius Prince. When you came out of the tunnel in the championship game wearing a goat head, and I always I dab everybody up and try to I get hype in the tunnel with everybody, and there's this moment where I leave Darius alone because there's fire coming out of the eyes, and it was one of those rare times where he looked back, he's like, "Look back," and I'm like, "Oh crap, what did I forget? What do you need? What do you need? He's like, he holds up the goat head and starts nodding, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
I was in front because I stand in front of these guys, and when they come out, I give them a hug before they go out. And I was standing in front of him, and he went like this to me. And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, yeah."
Whose idea was the goat head? Did you find it? Did somebody send it to you?
Man, I was literally just thinking about it. Like, I should come out with the goat mask on for the championship game.
That's beautiful. No, that's beautiful. Sorry, excuse me, everybody.
What do ducks have to do with this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ducking? I didn't even know.
Yeah, man. So hey, DP the goat. So just put it on. Came out there and put on the show and won the championship.
We have an interesting thing right now because we have touchdown Browns in the house, Antonio Brown's in the house, There's Prince in the house. There's a lot of ghosts running around. We got Goat Farm going. Like, is there any like conversation? Is there any like one-upsmanship going on right now, or no?
No, man. You know, I definitely got to pay homage to them guys, man. You know, they paved the way. You know what I mean? Like, and to have a guy like Touchdown Eddie Brown in the building, to where, you know, watching him play arena football, you know what I mean? All the touchdowns he put up, hence the nickname that he got. You know what I mean? Like, it's really an honor and a surreal feeling just to even sit down and have a conversation with him. You know, and AB also. You know what I mean? So. Man, we had great talks so far, you know, and I'm looking forward to the talks in the future.
It's funny because I have Darius now this will be his third year. He's captain for me. Right. And he watch his development grow as a leader. And so I have him mentoring young guys. Right. So now I got Eddie helping mentor Darius helping mentor the younger guys. And not that mentorship is not a sign of any kind of weakness. Getting mentored is an honor when you get honored by being mentored by greats. And so the nice thing is that this guy right here has developed into that guy now, where he takes these rookies and he takes these young guys, he takes these vets and teaches them how to do it better, you know, and that's fantastic. And so I'm glad he has someone to go to other than an offensive line guy.
Oh no, for sure.
You know.
If Touchdown Eddie Brown want to give me any pointers, I'm always going to be willing to take it. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'd be a fool to turn that down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
the guy scored hundreds of touchdowns when he played. You know, and if you have any pointers, I'm always willing to listen and pick that up and work on it. You know?
No, that's
what
fantastic.
it's all about.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, again, the first time I ever saw Prince on our field in our colors, I had to bust on him because like he was in the wrong uniform the year before, and
I watched that game.
but it was one of those moments where, like, as he's out there, and I'm like, I didn't even realize that they didn't use you right in Philly. I didn't know that until I saw how you played here. But I remember saying, finally you're in the right uniform and stuff like that. And there was a part of me that thought, like, is this the new Touchdown Eddie Brown? Do we have that guy? And I mean,
but
I think we do.
Here, listen, I want you to tell the story. When did you start playing football?
Man,
last week.
Like he's a baby in football years.
Yeah.
You get that, right?
Yeah.
I'm like 180. He's like 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in football years, this guy, you didn't play in college. You didn't play in high school.
Nope. I played a little bit. I played it. Yeah.
A little bit in high school.
Yeah,
okay. High school, no college. You played basketball.
Yep.
Right. And then you started out on a semi-pro team.
Yep.
Well, you tell it. I don't want to tell your story.
Yeah. Just after college basketball, you know, I tried to do the whole overseas thing, and it just didn't work out for me. And I knew God had blessed me to be talented in another sport, which was football. So, you know, I was like, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I didn't want to look back on life and think, what if 10 years later, I didn't want to think, what if I would have did that? What if I would have chased after my dreams? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I had friends in my corner that said, oh, bro, you should try to play arena football. Like, get in arena football. And I'm like, I don't know. Is there any local teams? Like, how do I go about it? And then I actually got my foot in the door with the area explosion back in 2014.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
2014. And then didn't work out so much in my favor. And then I got on with the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks, man. Chris Thompson and Mike Clark, man.
That's where it happened,
great
right?
organization there, man. Like I will forever be grateful of how they treated me, man, and giving me the platform to jumpstart my career. And ever since I stepped on that 50-yard field, man, I just knew it was for me, and I just took off and never looked back. And I just been.
And then Philly from there, right?
Yep. So then, so after the 2017 season in Allentown for the Steelhawks, we had played the Columbus Lions.
There you go.
And
that's right.
And they had beat us in a playoff game. They
Killed them, by the way. Okay, go
They had played
franchise
us.
gone in 2 weeks.
They still exist. It was like 3 months.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they had beat us in a playoff game to go to the championship against the Jacksonville Sharks, and I had 4 touchdowns. And then like the next day, the Soul called the front office and was like, "Hey, we want to bring them in for a workout." They brought me in for a workout, and I did really good. And that's when I met Dwayne.
Well, that's when Butch Cassidy met the Sundance Kid.
Oh my God!
Right?
You two are hysterical.
But no, hey, Hollis taught him the game. True?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the nuances of the game.
Yeah, but
you
but
knew the game, but
was,
he tweaked it.
Yeah,
right?
but it was
Right, so-
but it was everybody in that Philly organization, man.
Right.
From top to bottom, man. Coaching staff.
Yeah, you had pretty good staff.
Man, the coaching staff,
Right.
the vets on the team, like
Right.
to even embrace a rookie at the end of a season, getting ready for playoffs. Like my debut was the first round of a playoff game. Like, so imagine.
Oh no!
Imagine how I would be acting if I had a rookie.
No.
that I got to coach up.
No.
To get ready for.
No, I don't even want to think about that.
Like,
no.
You know,
Yeah, no, wait.
I'm gonna embrace them the same way that they did, but it was just so much. Come on, we got like they were on me so hard. Come on, Prince, gotta watch extra film. You know this formation.
Well,
You know what you're
counting
doing on
on
this. You know how to run
Yeah.
this route against this cover. Like, you know what I mean? And that's how I became the leader I've become today, because that was shown to me from elite guys.
Right.
Darius Money Reynolds.
Right.
SK. Ryan McDaniels,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Larry Beavers, you know what I mean? All them guys, Chris Duval, you know, and then on the defensive side of the ball, I had James Romaine, I had Dwayne Hollis, I had Torres Jones, to where if I ran a route, they would coach me up and be like, hey, Prince, like, you're giving your route away. I know what you're running before you even come out of your break.
Right.
And I'm like, well, how do you know? I can tell by your body language. I can tell by how you're leaning this way.
That's why he is such a mechanic when it comes to this stuff.
And that's why, like, today, in today's game, like when the rookies come in, and even someone like the guys who got like 2 or 3 years underneath their belt, I tell them, you got to make everything look the same. You got to make every route look the same. You got to take the same angle. You get like the first time you do something a little bit different, a good DB is going to pick up on that. And that's how the Philly DBs were. That's how James Romaine was. That's how Dwayne Hollis was. That's how Torres was. That's how Kent Richardson was. Like, you know, that's how all them guys was. So I learned.
You see
from
the
best.
development though, right? The development. Now here's the kicker. So now you get him.
He's a kicker too.
He probably could be. He's also sub quarterback before. But what you do is then now you put him with the coach like Coach Ware.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Coach Ware and I sit in the office, and Coach Ware says, whether you, I don't know if you know this or not, we said, we're going to make him the guy. We're going to make him the guy. We're going to make him the one. We're going to go to him. We're going to this, we're that. And then Coach Ware mentors him further. And the professor, as you know, I call Coach Ware, and now him, and doing it. And now, and I just had this meeting today with Coach Ware, and I said, it's not about coaching guys like Darius anymore. I said, you can't coach Darius anymore.
Right.
He said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, you can't coach Darius anymore. You have to form a partnership with Darius now.
Oh, please
when you
please don't empower him more.
No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But when you have,
he tortures me.
Just hear me out. All right. When you have students that become as smart as the teacher, or have the knowledge of the teacher's giving him everything. He's giving him everything. We give him anything he needs to be successful, right? When you get to that point, now he's a player. He's respectful. We don't have to worry about that. You form a partnership in coaching. So now you say, what do you like?
Right. Yep.
When you first got here, it's like, no, run this.
Yeah.
Right now it's, what do you like?
Yep.
Right. And he has input in game plan, which is huge. And these guys, the Hollises, I can't wait to see Dwayne and sit down with him and start talking defense. But when you form partnerships with these guys who are battle tested, battle ready, they know what you want, you know what they want to accomplish, and we all have one common goal, and it's win another championship.
Absolutely.
It's the guys that keep barking at the stars that crack me up, because you're barking, and what are you trying to do? You're not going to get Secretariat to run faster. You're not going to get, you're not going to get Michael Jordan to dunk better. It's there.
Right.
There it is.
Right.
Let's just enjoy it.
I mean, that's got to be like, I can't get this out of my head. So like 10 years of football, basically. Like not even yet. This is like, you'll be going, this 9.
I had 10 years in football at 15 years old.
So what happens? What happens when a guy finds out, like in those first couple of years, who you are? Like, because again, they've been doing it their whole life. I've been to the open tryouts where guys like, oh, I played here, I did this, and they can't get past the open tryout. Now here's a basketball player,
but he didn't have an easy road.
No, but no, not at all. But I'm
Right.
saying just to get the notice, just to get people to like let you have the chance.
Cream rising to the
Yeah,
top.
I mean,
you know?
it was definitely a rough journey just because of that. From 2008 to 2015, I never put on a helmet and shoulder pads. You know what I mean? So that's a long gap You know, we're talking what,
I
6
would've
years,
quit. I would've quit.
6, 7 years.
I'll be
we're
honest with
talking
you, I
about
would have quit.
And that's when you
of
really refine
of a
your
gap.
skill set and do
Yeah.
all that stuff
You know,
too. So
and you know, like I said, like luckily God just blessed me with the talent to be able to play both sports, man, and literally the strength and determination and courage just to even go after it. You know, just not to just quit after my plan A didn't work out. You know what I mean? So I fell back on plan B, and plan B worked out for me fine so far, man. You know,
B B1 1B.
What position do you play for basketball?
I was a point guard and shooting guard.
I was gonna say because you kind of have like I know you're from Pennsylvania,
Don't
but like
do it.
you've kind of
don't do it.
I'm not afraid to
do it.
Do
But
not
like
do it.
like the lack of a better term, it's kind of overused, right? But the dog in you,
Yeah.
you've got like that New York City point guard attitude.
Yeah.
Like, give me the ball, don't try. You're not gonna break my dribble.
Yeah.
And how dare you think you're gonna push me around?
Right. No, man. I in basketball, I did pretty well for myself. I think I scored about like 1,700 career points in 4 years.
Yeah,
And
you were second leading scorer.
And I always watched the best player on every team. In 2010 and 2011, I led the nation in steals in every level of college basketball. I led the nation in
What were
steals.
you, like second in school history in scoring or something like that?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
What are you better at?
Football for sure.
So
Football just brings out a side of me that
Okay.
like I love basketball. I still play till this day. I'll go to the gym and I'll hoop around, and you know, but football just brings out a side that I just love.
It's aggressive.
See all the stuff you can't do in basketball because you'll fall out.
It's aggressive.
You can get away with it a quarter.
Right.
Right.
Football.
Yeah, if you knock somebody to the ground in basketball and then flex over them, there's going to be a T.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Darius Prince with us. We're
Absolutely.
live here at Mohawk Chevrolet, the 2023 season of the Albany Empire, presented by TransFinder. I just got a text. You guys are the first ones to hear this from Vice President Eddie Brown. All season ticket holders will be put into a raffle for an autographed Antonio Brown jersey.
That's big.
So everyone, get your season tickets now. If you've been holding off, now's the time. Season ticket holders, you go into a private raffle. Just our 2023 season ticket holders for an autographed Antonio Brown jersey.
Guys,
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
and like we've had a little couple talks with AB. He doesn't hold on to just any jerseys. So something tells me it's a good jersey. It's probably got a story to it on top of it all.
Absolutely.
well,
So,
yeah. I mean, wow. It just
Yeah.
keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
we're just doing
I
it.
know, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's weird to me, and I guess it shouldn't be because you've always embraced whoever came in as a wide receiver, but it's just weird because I want to see you guys jaw friendly.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Him and AB and Eddie.
Well, I'm pretty.
Stop.
I want it.
I don't have enough
want it.
problems.
I
Right?
want it. Listen,
Well, you know what's funny is
your problem's a solution for me. I mean, that's internet gold. I get a video of these three talking about who's gonna make more catches.
Oh,
I'm gonna get another call from
Why?
TMZ.
why?
Oh,
See, this is why you don't give him a mic.
This is why there's one less team in our league.
Sorry, Columbus.
Oh.
No, but
Sorry.
I think where you think of the drawing side of it, I think of the collaboration side of it. So I can see them sitting down and going, well, what do you think of this? Well, if you did this, and and Darius saying, hey, when you did this, did you ever do this? And he might say, yeah, I did it all the time and it works great, or no, do this the other way. And that's what I'm looking for too, is collaboration.
Yeah.
Mentorship.
I can't
For
wait.
sure.
I can't wait.
You stop,
I can't.
man.
That'll be
You
dope.
start so much stuff sometimes with this.
If I'm nice on the show, he gives me crap. If I say what I really want, I get crap. It's ridiculous.
so I get a crap.
Yeah.
So you get crap
Well,
no matter
So
what.
you get crap
Yeah.
no matter. It's so easy for me. Yeah.
Fair.
No, but it's going to be fun because, like I said, you got Eddie Brown. Well, you got Antonio Brown with NFL, Eddie Brown with the legacy
Right.
in arena football.
Yep.
You got Darius Prince now, the guy now. So you got before, you got after, you got a whole nother world, with AB and his things. I was looking at his stats the other day. Did you ever look at AB's stats?
Oh, for an 8-year period, there was nobody who did it better.
Okay.
well,
Did you ever see how many Pro Bowls this guy's got?
Hall of
7?
Fame, Hall of Fame status.
He is Hall of
Seriously.
Fame status.
Seriously.
And he'll
Hands
get in.
down.
He'll get
Hall of
in.
Fame
It's just
status.
going to take a minute,
Yeah.
right?
But
he's going to get in.
He deserves it.
Okay, someone said
the work he put in was
the best 100 players, and this was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Best 100 players in the NFL. He's like in the top 10.
Yeah.
Ever to play football.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things like you don't think about it until you think about it. But like there was a 7 or 8 year window where no one was doing what he was doing.
Well, look at Dad.
Yeah.
Now, Dad, he's one.
Right.
Out of that top 100 or whatever there are, right?
For
and
arena,
so
yep.
for the guys that had played, and and that's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, I want to tell you why I have this dream and why I feel like it could come
That's
true.
a good gene pool, man.
Oh man.
I'm telling you. But here's why I can see a scenario where there's going to be randomly. It's going to be like AB's going to have a day where he's singing at halftime. He's pumped up. DP's going to have a day where he catches like 5, 6, 7 TDs. Everybody's going to start talking because the first time I met AB, the first thing he asked me was how fast Darius was. And I said, Darius is more quick than fast. He's fast enough to find the open spot, and he always finds it. He's a great route runner who finds the open spot.
Hey.
And it was like this look in his eyes of like, oh, you going to yell at me?
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to put Eddie on. Get a chair. You got a minute?
Yeah.
I'll
I want these
scoot.
two together.
Here, I'll scoot down.
Yeah.
I'll scoot down.
Here, I got Here.
So you guys do. I want these two to be able to talk
Okay.
some football
All right.
for a minute.
Rock and roll.
And I will sit and watch
Fine.
in awe.
Fine. Yeah. Finally, he's gone. I thought he'd never leave. I thought that guy would never leave. Oh, he's right there. You know what really happened? His oil change is done.
It's time to go.
Yeah. He's all right. So this is one of those moments. So I would say for me personally, the 2 greatest wide receivers I've ever seen on the turf in Albany are sitting next to me right now.
That's
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
That's like, so obviously like as a pure fan back in the 90s, it was Touchdown Eddie Brown.
Yeah.
As a on-field announcer in 18 and 19, I was cursing you at a voodoo doll with a Philadelphia Soul jersey on that I would hit. And then obviously again in 21 and now 22 and 23, we keep this thing rolling. Here you are. Like, Eddie, do you still get a chance to watch film for the arena game? Do you ever, or is it one of those things where it's like, why am I going to watch it? I did it. Like, where is it at?
No, I try to watch as much as I can. That's available for me to watch. I'm kind of really looking forward to sitting down with coach and watching film. And then now I can really have some deep conversations with the Prince and kind of like really, get to the crux of the matter. You know what I mean? I like to get in. I like to see what's deep inside.
Is there a scenario you can think of where you're going to see him do something and go, wow, he actually does that particular thing better than me? Can you allow that in your head? And vice versa. I want you both to answer that question.
I think he'll have some great moments that I'll be like, wow, that was pretty nice. Like, ooh, that was a good catch. Ooh.
Okay. But not like, wow, the way he breaks right here, I wish I could do that.
What I try to do is he's one of my young athletes. You know what I mean? I don't compare myself to my young athletes and or my kids.
Okay.
So I don't compare myself against them. I'm going to admire everything that he does, and I'm a ooh and ah, you know what I mean? And catches that he made look easy, I'll make sure he know that. You know what I mean? I'm going to be his biggest fan, and I'm also going to be his worst critic.
I look forward to that. No, seriously.
I'm telling you, man, he's been telling me the stuff I'm doing wrong already. It's not fun.
When you have someone like this in your front office as the VP, I would expect that, and I would expect him to tell me like, Prince, like, you know what I mean, like be on my back about stuff, like, and if there's anything, even at the level I'm at now and coming off league MVP, if there's something that he ever felt that I could do better, I'd be a fool not to listen. Coming from him and everything he's done in his career, you know what I mean? So, hey, I'm like I said, it's a surreal feeling. I told him that the other day, like just to be around you guys, like, you know what I mean? I'm soaking it all in, and I'm just glad, man. I'm looking forward to see what the future holds with us.
See, this is what I I love this as a member of the Empire, but as a person who enjoys great trash talk, and I know you guys are two of the best. This is killing me. Can we at least play basketball or something so you guys can, like, in a safe place? Like, because I want to hear you. I want to hear the gums go. I want to hear you guys get after it a little bit.
Oh, I mean, us receivers are the worst.
And best.
Pack no punches. We give it to you blood raw.
That's how it
every snap. Rather we getting the ball or not, we're giving it to you.
That part.
I mean, dude,
and that just comes with the territory. You know, it's just, I mean, you know, I think all of us together is like a great match put together. When I mean, from me being the OG, doing it back then my son doing it. Now we both, my son and myself, get to come and watch the Prince do it. You know, he's a part of the family. You know what I mean? So it's just like the greatness never stops.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
All right. Who's the GOAT?
All three of us.
Oh, man.
We don't
I love that
Come
you guys
on,
are
man.
bonding, but it's taking some of the sting out of the fun.
Nah, man.
I like it.
We good, man.
It's a different mentality.
Yeah.
Me and AB, we are owners. So we want to make sure we are learning how to be owners and be in the owner's world and have the owner's mentality. Our field days are over. Now we're gonna talk trash in the stands. We're gonna talk trash in film session. We're gonna do all that. But right now, it's about the Prince. It's about the Empire. So we want to make sure we're doing what we need to do to support our players, make sure they're happy, and make sure we can pack the arena for our players to come out and perform. Because I told them, they had to tell me how many people we had in the stand for me to come out. If it wasn't 9,000 plus, I wasn't coming out to play.
Well, so you said 15,000 you'll play.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, kid? But he said that we're going to have the new rules. You're both going to go high motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, let's do it.
Would you give up high motion?
Let's do it. We
Would
both
you
we
We're
both
not
gonna
giving
do
it.
it.
We both gonna
We
do
both
it.
gonna do it.
Oh, well, call the penalty on that play.
Oh, well. 5 yards.
We both gonna do it.
Oh, man. This, I mean, it is super exciting. And I just told everybody, and I want to say it again, you just let me know that all 2023 season ticket holders, you're in a raffle. You're in a drawing for an autographed Antonio Brown jersey.
That is correct. That is correct.
That's, and the generosity of your son, like, as a guy who follows sports, talks sports, you know, I've covered it all. I always thought he'd be fun to talk to, but I never knew he would be as generous as he is.
He has a good heart. You know what I mean? We all made, you know, not good decisions. But we haven't killed anyone.
Right.
But what allows a person to make mistakes and always bounce back, because they have a good heart. When you have a good heart, a lot of things, you know, go on that, you know, decision happens that you don't plan, but you can bounce back from it because you have a good heart. You mean well. Just your interpretation at that moment was not the correct interpretation. Right. You know what I mean? But he's in it. He feels like he's at home. He loves it. He went to Shaker High School today.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's getting, I mean.
Can you imagine?
Bro, yeah, like, I'm sitting.
By the way,
like,
I went to South Colony, and he's got to go, you know, he's got to cross the border.
Hey, you got to talk to him.
Yeah, because you got to get, I mean, Mike did too, so we got to,
right, but you notice he went to Shaker first.
Well, because Dad worked and coached at Shaker.
Yes, so he went there first.
Yeah, I remember. Luckily, by the time you were coaching over there, I was out of high school, because that was kind of like, that was definitely one of the original bone of contentions between the two sides.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I live in Latham now, so I'm a trader. I'll admit it. I went where the houses were nicer.
Blue Creek is behind Shaker over there, right there.
Yep.
So you know, just that area, he just wanted to get himself back familiar with that area. So it's a great thing. But we're really pushing the season ticket. Every season ticket holder this year, your name going to go in the raffle. Whoever name is pulled out of that raffle, you're getting a signed autographed jersey from yours truly. AB.
That's a great, and you're also getting,
got to jump on that.
Right. You're also getting a season of amazing football. And like, I think anybody who doesn't go just to see you catch touchdowns is crazy.
Exactly.
But considering just some of the early brainstorming that you and Antonio and Mike and everybody have been going through, and I've just been sitting there going like, this isn't real. Like, I don't think you guys are being realistic. And then I see it's very real because it doesn't. Again, anyone who's seen what we've been able to accomplish in the past, it's like, oh, that's nice. It's very cool. This is next level nice.
Yeah.
This is next level cool.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've been forced to kind of like, I've always been a big fish, small pond in many ways. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me. Go ahead.
I'm chilling, man.
I know you want to. Earlier,
chilling,
I heard Eddie say something about being in shape. He looked right at me. I was like, all right, listen, man. Rounds of shape, swimmers build, whales swim. But in all sincerity, like this big pond, this ocean that AB swims in, and that, you know, in the world of arena football, they don't get bigger. It's the way of thinking. I literally have to change the way I think this year, and that's humbling for a dude that's 46 and I've done some pretty cool things in my life. I have to change the way I think this year.
We get to be young again.
I take it, Coach, his car is ready. Oh, it's 4:15, dinner time. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Then he got bed at 6. You got to go to bed at 6.
Late night.
I'm just
Late
joking,
night.
Coach.
Late night.
I'm just
Right.
Hey, you walk away for a minute. We all get that fun with
I'm
it.
just saying, you wake
Oh
up
my
at 5
God.
a.m. to start work, man. That's all you need to get some sleep.
How about
4? Sorry about
before you leave, you want to hear this one? Coach Howell has just called me franchise killer. He just
Wow.
just out of the blue. Just I'm catching strays. I'm catching strays. Just strays.
Oh,
Nicest guy I know.
man.
I'm catching strays. No, but so like the way of thinking is going to change, and it's going to be one of those things. Like, I really think there's going to be people who are sitting there going, they're on the fence about their season tickets. They hear about the jersey. Okay, you know, the fence. I'm on the right side of the fence now. Let me get those tickets. But I also think there's going to be things you're going to hear about that are coming that you're not going to believe.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're coming.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's going to be. I think it's going to be the most unique season of sports in the Capital Region ever.
Yeah.
I really do, and I'm excited about it. And again, I get to learn, and I guess I'll work out. Since you lost the dough, I'll lose the dough.
Yeah, we got media day coming up Sunday.
Yes. Yep.
We're going to do media day, where we're going to headshots of everybody in the organization, our players, just doing some really good things to make sure the community knows who our players are. You know, they can see them with faces, know their faces off the field, see their community involvement, and know who they are, and just know that they just doesn't have a commitment on the field. They have a commitment in the community.
Absolutely.
Love it. And that's what, and that was what the Firebirds were. And
that's what we were.
You know, in 21, we weren't allowed to do that. 22, we started trying to figure out how to do that. 23, all bets are off. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Let's go.
10 toes down, man. We hitting the streets.
I love this, man.
Hey,
This week, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
This week, 11 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to be at ABC Fitness over in Latham. The ABC Spartans, the Special Olympics lifting team, is lifting.
I'm coming over there with you. I forgot
Let's
to
go.
tell you.
You are? I
I'll
can't
come
wait.
over. I want to be able to see those kids and just root them on.
You know they're going to try and get you to push some 10 around. Be ready.
I'll be ready.
I love it.
I'll
See,
be ready.
He ain't scared.
I'll be ready.
You were talking about having Brandon do all the work.
Look, I'll get down, hit it. You know what I mean? 225 on a couple times to hit it. You know what I mean? That's it.
One of our other owners, Charlotte Von Schiller, proud to be an owner of an amazing team. Great things to come. And the Von Schiller family part of this thing. And we go
awesome.
11 a.m. tomorrow. We're at ABC Sports and Fitness in Latham. 5 to 7 tomorrow. Hooters for happy hour, meet and greet, eat, drink, be merry, have some fun. Thursday, I just found out we were officially going to Dave & Buster's in the mall for lunch. We're going to hang out. If everybody wants to play video games with us, we'll be there. We'll have fun. And then Friday, we'll be back in Crossgates Mall. I'm working on the details, but it might be at our old fun place of Apex.
Okay.
So listen,
Apex. Yeah,
listen. It's amazing how many people let me come to their places when I bring y'all. So it's like, hey, can I come by and whatever? I don't know. I'm bringing Darius, Eddie, and maybe AB. Yeah, how many tables you need? Well, we got.
Don't be surprised if he pop up. Don't be surprised if he pop up to a few of those events because he's all in. I got chewed out today because I said he couldn't go somewhere. He needed to go do something else. He was like, "No, Pops, we got to be everywhere. This is our community. MAGA, baby. We got to be everywhere."
And that's he's the only reason I never promised to have him to go somewhere is I don't know a dude who does more.
Right.
Like I don't think he slept in like 2 weeks.
He's hands on with everything.
Yeah. I picked him up this morning. We came to the office together. We've been in the office since 8 this morning.
Whew.
And when he took off, he was like, "Dad, I'm going to Shaker High School." And we just been going, man. We just beating the streets. We want to let everybody know we're here.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I think this week in Arena Ball is negotiating. So 13,000 fans, Eddie, will play the game. He's trying to negotiate you down a few thousand just in case. He said, 13,000 instead of 15. You said 15.
15.
So 13, maybe we get you to,
10 may get AB.
Yeah. 10 you might get AB.
This is why I know I'm going to, at some point, in a good-natured way, I'm going to get you all to a job because the man just said 15 for me, 10 for my kid. I'll push my kid out there for 10. It's like 7,000, and I'm in a dunk tank at the block party for the next game.
See?
So I mean, I'm in. Like whatever. Hell, we do. You guys, whatever game you guys playing, we can put a dunk tank over in like the party zone. I'll sit there the whole time and raise money for the 518 Foundation.
Look, I'm about to say
because I know
that's
baby.
We got to get
There we go.
Because I come from the world. I tell a quarterback, I want to touch the football just as many times as you touch it.
I like that.
I'm happy with that. If I touch it every time you touch it,
I like it.
And I know you got to get it from the center. I want to get it from the center too. Let me touch it. So you get it to the center, you let me feel the ball. I just, so yeah, so that's,
Touchdown Eddie Brown has the largest mesh point in the history. It doesn't matter how far I am, just throw it right to me. That's all right. Listen, every once in a while I'll volleyball spike it to somebody else to feel nice. But that's
I'm about to say if we all three on the field, man, that's a lot of touchdowns being
we might
scored.
need more than one quarterback.
Yeah.
Pull second.
Can you imagine being the quarterback who has the three of you guys on the field and throws an incomplete pass?
Oh, he's happy. I'm
saying if the three of you are out there and he throws an incomplete pass, he should just walk off.
He's fired.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
He's fired.
No pressure, Castronova. None at all. All right, Supernova. Your nickname's what I say it is.
Fired.
Oh my goodness. All right, so again, we're going to be here for a little bit. We're over at Mohawk Chevrolet, the official ball sponsor of the Albany Empire and the 2023 season. And I have had a request from some of the fine people here at Mohawk. They want some touchdown Eddie Brown autographs on these balls. I'm sure they would love some Darius Prince on there as well. So if we're going to get that for the guys here and the ladies here, and if you want to come by and say hello, we'll be here for a little bit longer, but we're everywhere. We're everywhere. So Mohawk Chevrolet, I do want to point out, I love my truck, but now Coach Ware has almost an identical truck. So I need a different truck. I need a different Andy Goucher, the fine man who runs this establishment with the wonderful Jeff Harridan. Something in a nice midnight black, maybe a Trail Boss. And I'm not picky.
I got the same color now.
He does. I pull into the parking lot at Tech East, and where I park is my truck. And I'm like, I didn't drink that much last night. What the heck is going on here? And then I realized it was Ware's truck, and I had to.
I need to get with them.
I
don't even have a truck. Me or AB, we don't even have a truck.
I mean, I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
I want to meet that guy. Trucks, Corvettes.
Ghe's right over here. It's Andy Goucher. Look at him.
Trucks, Corvettes.
Like the Corvettes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a Corvette guy. Maybe 30 years ago, I might have been a Corvette guy.
Right.
So you need to look.
You drive it once in a while.
You said pickup.
Right.
Just a nice truck. You know what I mean?
Darius, we're putting our wish list together. What are you thinking? I know you're probably like a Camaro guy because you have a Challenger.
I got a Challenger at home.
Yeah, I think it's time to upgrade to a Camaro. I think it's time. I think we need to go Camaro. And then I saw you on the ATV here in the campsite.
I'll take the ATV.
I'm scared to death of you.
I'll have that parked
right
outside.
You cannot touch that ATV again until August. After we win the third championship, then you get back on the ATV. Okay. I can't.
You gonna buy it for me?
No.
we know a friend that knows a friend that knows about that bike.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
We know a friend.
Yeah, Melvin Hollins. I'm outside. Let me in. Our center. He's ready to go. He's like, come on, Melvin, get in here. Man, come on. The video games in here. Let's go. Nobody had their helmet pulled off their head more in one season than Melvin did. He was
pretty
but
good, man.
All right, so we're gonna gonna wrap it up. Oh my God! Somebody forgot to lock the door. We're gonna wrap it up. Don't forget the 2023 season presented by TransFinder. Of course, our good friends. Every one of these souvenir footballs you're gonna be able to catch by, do everything with Mohawk Chevrolet written on it. And we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna win another one.
Man, just real quick, man, to the whole community, Albany Empire, man, please, man. This is going to be a very special season, man. I'm telling you right now, the things we got coming forward, man, you guys are going to love. Let's pack it out, man. Touchdown Eddie Brown obviously played in that era where they was packing up 13,000 plus. When I was in Philly, I seen you guys in the Arena Bowl, 13,000 plus. We know we could do it. I'm telling you, this is something you're not going to want to miss out on the home game. I'm telling you right now. So let's get it back to where it was, man.
And then we hit the streets and we take over.
Yeah,
and
we 10 toes down, man. We stepping.
And then a victory parade in Silverados.
We stepping
down Pearl Street.
Down Pearl Street.
Yeah. What's that?
Pearl Street Bullies.
I think I just got let go. I'm no longer a sponsor of Mohawk Chevrolet. Congratulations, gentlemen. You're taking my spot. All right. So, we're everybody, season ticket holders, get them now because everybody in the season tickets for 2023, you're in the drawing to win that autographed Antonio Brown jersey. And you can get that by going to albanyempirenal.com, 518-714-2200. Prices on season tickets go from, I think it's $20 to $25 to, as close as you want to get. You want to be on the field right next to Darius, you can get those seats. There's still some available. And I'd probably be sitting next to Eddie. All right. So everybody.
You might have a chance to sit next to these guys also.
We're going to be up in the suite.
You might have a chance, though.
I can't see you staying in the suite. I think you'd be up there.
You might have a chance to watch the game with these guys.
And that's another thing that we're working on. We're working on getting a group that can purchase tickets to sit in the suite with me and AB.
Yep.
The news is going to keep rolling. Make sure.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Look, it is going to be a crazy season. You guys are going to love it, man. Please do not miss out, man.
Albany Empire, NAL, all the social media. Keep tabs on us: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, because every 5 minutes a new cool thing happens. So and as they flesh out, you're not going to want to miss them. I think there's only one thing left to say, gentlemen, and that's go Empire.
Go Empire, man.
Go Empire.
Let's make history. Let's do it.
MAGA. Make Albany great.